Eyes open wide, heart open wider, mind got wise. All countries certainly have their own beauty and uniqueness in all aspects, tradition, custom, and cultures. I have an experience which in my opinion is different from Malaysia, which is in 2014 I went to Guangzhou, China. There was an accident but none of the civilians who were at the scenes came to help the victim. I wonder. Then I asked my mom, why does no one help the victim? And my mother replied that is because in China, if people help the victim of an accident, all medical costs have to be borne by the helping party. So no one wants to help. Assalamualaikum and hello to my beautiful lecturer, Madam Nurul Amira binti Azmi, and also all ladies and gentlemen. I am Nolena Kumila binti Mak Yusuf. As the first speaker for today, our group would like to share with you all about four strange culture in the world. I'm pretty sure that your time will be filled with something knowledgeable. So, I need all your attention because this speech will be interesting. Several wonderful places in the world have long been known for their strange practices and traditions. Those who are merely passing through this place might consider this custom to be taboo or inhuman. But those who care to look for the meaning behind this belief usually appreciate them despite their strangeness. So, can you guys tell me what is culture? It's okay, let me tell you. Culture is a characteristic and knowledge of particular group of members, encompasses religions, food, marriage, such as what we eat, what we do, what we wear, our music, our language, our belief in the Israel or not, and a million other things. So please wait and I will pass this video to Nurin Ismahani for the first strange culture around the world.
Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurin Ismahani binti Suhaimi. I'm from KBA 1185A. My matric number is 2019442376. Firstly, the culture that I want to introduce is the culture of African. The most interesting and unique African culture that I want to story about is the lip plate culture that is famous among the Mursi tribe. What is beauty? Have you ever heard talk about how extremely specific beauty perception are to culture? Okay, today I'm going to take you on a different kind of beauty journey. Have you ever heard about the Mursi tribe? They live in Omo Valley, an isolated region in Ethiopia. They are one of the last tribes that still wear traditional clothing and accessories. Mursi women are famous to their wooden lip plate that is known as a symbol of beauty and identity. A girl's lower lip is cut when she reaches 15 or 16 and held open by a sewing plug until it heals. It's up to them how far they want the lip to be stretched. The very painful process often takes over several months. Lip plates are more frequently worn by unmarried girls and newlywed women than by older married women with children. They are generally worn on occasions such as serving men food, milking cows, and important rituals like weddings. Unmarried girls, especially those with large labyrinth, might wear them whenever they are in public. The lip plate carries a number of meanings. Firstly, is a symbol of great beauty. Secondly, it marks a commitment to the husband because it is worn with a great pride when serving him food. If the husband dies, the lip plate is removed since a woman's external beauty is said to fade after his death. Lastly, the plate is a powerful visual marker of Mursi identity. Without it, they run the risk of being mistaken for a member of another tribe.
Hi, we meet again. So, do you know how many European countries? Yes, there are over 50 sovereign countries in Europe with a population of close to 1 million. No wonder European countries have the largest population after Asia and Africa. My first point of strange European tradition is burning witches and witches' night in Czech Republic. Prague has more than its fair share of rituals and tradition, one of which see young lovers jump over the dying embers of bonfire. Single men are also encouraged, on this day, to leave tokens of freshly cut branches of the doorstep of the woman of affection. It was believed that the evil powers on this evening, which falls in between the ancients feast day of Saint Jacob and Saint Philip were far stronger than normal, and that for this evening only they rule over the good. Flocks of witches riding broomsticks were said to soar the skies, and the seers believed that the bonfire would bring them down in flames. Nowadays, the celebration is far more light-hearted, like the biggest bonfire in the country takes place in the center of the capital. So that's all from me. Now we continue with Siti Hawa.
Hi, Assalamualaikum Miss. My name is Siti Hawa binti Muhammad Noor and my matric number is 2019433642. The next culture that I want to share is Holi festival from India. Then let us begin. Holi is a Hindu festival marking the beginning of spring ancient and its origin dating back to the 4th century, where the first mention of the celebration were recorded in a poem. The festival has mythological roots in Hindu legend of Holika, a demon who was the sister of demon king Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu believed himself to be the superior to all other gods and ruled the universe. His son Prahlad, however, followed the god Vishnu, causing Hiranyakashipu to create a plan with Holika to kill his own son. The plan was for Holika to take Prahlad into the bonfire, and Holika would protect herself with a magical shawl. However, in the story, Prahlad is saved by Vishnu and Holika is killed by the flames. Vishnu eventually killed Hiranyakashipu and made Prahlad king. Then the moral of the story is that good will always trump evil. The tradition of the Holi festival represents the cremation of Holika by lighting bonfires the night before Holi, sometimes taking the ashes of the fire and smearing them on bodies as an act of purification. This is followed by Rangwali Holi, the well-known festival where people throw and smear color powders on one another. Rangwali Holi is what you might be familiar with, and that part of the festival originated from the love story of Radha and Krishna. Here are some clips of the Rangwali Holi festival. Krishna is depicted as having blue skin and said to have complained to his mother about the complexion of Radha. His mother suggests him to smear Radha with paint, and the tradition of smearing color powder on loved one during Holi is made. In some part of the country, the festival surrounding Holi lasts over a week, and it is also known as a great equalizer for Indian people. And that's all I want to share about Holi festival, why and how its origin, and the interesting fact about Holi festival. And we must not neutralizing the racism about skin color. The next we should go check the next interesting culture. Here we go.
Hi, Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Siti Adina Safia Putakari Faizi. I am from KBA 11858. In Indonesia, a blurred boundary between the living and the dead. One of unique culture in the world is living with dead body. The Toraja people of Southern Sulawesi, one of Indonesia's largest islands, are known for their elaborate death rituals, which include preserving and exhuming the dead. In a custom that many foreigners find shocking, the Toraja people keep their dead relative at home, feeding and cuddling their bodies. Then, when they are finally buried, they dig them up once a year for a celebration. For Torajans, death is a gradual and social process. The bodies of people who have recently died are kept at home and preserved by their families, sometimes for years until the family has enough money to pay for a funeral. For them, death does not represent an ending or a goodbye. Toraja people believe that the spirit will continue protecting their family. The dead never leave, thus they worship them. This way of thinking helps when coping with grief. The spirit of the dead is believed to linger in the world before the death ceremony is held. Afterward, the soul will begin its journey to Puya, the land of the spirit. According to Torajan belief, funerals are where the soul finally leaves this earth and starts its long and hard journey into Puya, the final stage of the afterlife, where the soul gets reincarnated. Buffaloes are believed to be the carriers of the soul into the afterlife, and that's why families sacrifice as many of them as they can to help make the journey easier for the decades. Trojans spend most of their life saving up for this ritual. Once the family have saved up enough of money, they will invite all friends and relatives from all over the world. The wealthier the deceased when alive, the larger and more elaborate this ceremony will happen. Next, the physical relationship between dead and the living continues long after through a ritual called manene, or the cleansing of the corpse. Every couple of years, families take the coffins of long departed relatives out of their grave and open them up for a big reunion with the dead. At manene ceremonies, friends and family offer food and cigarettes to the dead and lovingly groom and clean them. Then they will pose with them for new family portraits. Trojan professor of sociology Andy Tandilolo describes it as a way of maintaining social interaction between those who are alive and those who are dead.
Okay, my watch said it's time to close, so we will stop our speech here. On the whole, study hard to get a good job. When you have a good income, you can explore various countries, learn the language, culture, and custom of the strange culture, so that you can easily find a place in their country. Remember, experience is the best teacher. Do not waste the opportunity. Continue to find and learn the culture of a country that may be an advantage for yourself one day. Well, that's all what we have for today. Thank you for your time and attention. Till we meet again. Assalamualaikum.